here at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're going to take you on a tour and show you everything it has to offer here in 2020. There's Melt. We're in what's called the Avenue. This is more of the entertainment district. Got Dave and Buster's. That's a large arcade and restaurant complex. They also have a bar. And then this is actually shut down here. This Oz Malibu's is permanently shut down. There's Bar Louie. It's a very, very large bar, and they definitely have some sports screens in there. There's Crocodile Rocks. If you're new to our channel, I'm Carmen, welcome. And if you enjoy Myrtle Beach videos, other travel videos, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell so you won't miss anything new. Here's Wahlburgers over here on the left. We have eaten there before. They have more than burgers, but it definitely is more burger oriented. And I know that things have changed this year, but they do have outdoor seating for sure. And they've also got sort of a quick service method if you don't want to sit down and place your order the traditional way. And then up here on the right is Hard Rock. Get a better view of that in a minute. We've got the American Tap House over here on the left. As you can see, all of these places do have outdoor seating. There's a better shot of the Hard Rock. Got Charlie's across the way there. And then directly across of this bridge over here, you've got some of the rides at Pavilion Central. We'll get a better look at those when we come back around. Over here on the left, we've got Roosters. And then on the right, that's the Key West Grill, or where it used to be, but it closed down last year. It's been closed for a while now. Not sure what's gonna come back in and fill that spot. Over here, we've got Leggings Park. Good morning, ducks. Also got Ride Makers. What a pretty view over the lake this morning. Beautiful. Over here we've got Del Sol, Caraloha, Claire's, the Fudgery, Low Country Popcorn, and the Stupid Factory. There's Toys-a-Saurus. And the playground is closed still. Sometimes people ask about that, it is closed. We've got Victoria's Secret. Frappajo. The large building you see straight ahead, we'll get a much better view of it. That is Ripleys Aquarium, which is one of our favorite places here at Broadway at the beach. Krabby Jack's General Store. Paula Deen's Family Kitchen. If you're wondering where the people are, this is before they open. We find it's a really good time to film when there's fewer people here. We can get around a lot quicker. Now we're coming up to Ben & Jerry's. Retroactive. Retroactive is really neat. They have a lot of nostalgia, you know, different memorabilia, really cool. Maxi Cellular Accessories. Designer sunglasses. Sand and Sun. Smoky Mountain handmade knives. The T-shirt Connection. Splash, Fresh Bath and Body, and Palmetto Paradise. And then on the very end is the Silver Shack. Also a tip, when you see the Broadway's visitors information, that is not Broadway Guest Services. Broadway Guest Services is actually over by Pavilion Central. I'll point it out when we get there. So that's where you want to stop if you actually need to rent strollers, wheelchairs, or you need guest information. You want to go to Guest Services over at Pavilion Central. Over here is Ripleys Aquarium. It is a massive aquarium. It is very well run. It's one of our favorite attractions here. We actually have an annual pass because we like it that much. It's really great. We've got these cute penguin topiaries, and if you haven't seen yet, I'll link above. We have a video of their new penguin habitat, which is really a lot of fun. And just look at this view back over the lake. So beautiful. That is a really fun Ferris wheel too, by the way. Looks like they're testing it right now. It's a lot of fun. It's got really great views. It's not as high as the Sky Wheel down on the boardwalk, but it still has some great views. You can see a long way. Definitely great views of Broadway. We did ride the Ferris wheel. I will link that video above if you want to see what the view looks like. Got a lot of ducks this morning. Cut a little bit out. It's just us walking. There were no stores during that period. We're back around to dinosaurs. And we've got this Hampton Inn across the way. We have stayed there a long time ago. At the time we stayed there, it was nice. And it's definitely handy if you like to spend a lot of time at Broadway at the beach. And if you're not familiar, Broadway at the beach is only a little over a mile from the beach. So you're still not far from the beach, and it's not a bad place to stay. And there's some other hotels right across the street from Broadway as well. There's Margaritaville. It's very popular. They have a nice bar, which we'll show you on the other side, that's outside, but they also have a bar inside. And of course it's a restaurant, but they have special effects and a lot of neat stuff in there, so that's a cool place. There's Old Time Portraits, River Street Suites, and they have saltwater taffy there, so if you're looking for that, that's a good place to go. Earthbound Trading Company. And then a fairly new eating establishment, Southern Grill, that opened last year. It's pretty new. And here's the front, the entrance of Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. It's where you go in, and they have a gift shop right here. We've got the Coastal Carolina Winery, beef jerky of Myrtle Beach, and Coastal Sunglasses. And then over here is the Sandbar, which is part of Jimmy Buffett's. So we've got nice outdoor seating, and around there on the other side, let's walk over there and take a look. They have actual seating right in front of the lake, so that's pretty nice. So the central part that's got the gate around it right now, that's the actual bar. But as you can see, it's a large seating area outside. They've got the tables spaced out. And so over here is where I was talking about. You've got these tables. You can look at the lake, look back towards the Ferris wheel. Got some chairs here. It's a nice little view. If you can see, we got a little kitty. There's several, that's the second one I've seen today. There's several cats here at Broadway. There's Blondie's, Cold Stone Creamery, got ice cream. And now we are to what used to circle around, but is now a dead end because of the, I was gonna say the construction, but there's no construction. Where they demolished this, and right now it's on hold, I assume due to the economy. They have announced the Hangout will go into that area, and also a Key West shopping center. We'll show you some signs about that, but they have not made any forward progress yet. And then there's that Hampton Inn. We will pick back up right over there. Here's a closer view of the demolition area where they've not started the construction yet. And here's the sad remnants of Dragon's Lair Golf. That's the only thing left. We love Dragon's Lair Golf, so we missed that. But they do have some signs up here for the construction, but as I mentioned, they haven't started it, and this is a large undertaking, so I don't see this being up anytime soon. You've got the Hangout, which I think is going to be the main anchor of that area. It's a restaurant, bar, and Also, coming up here in just a minute, they have Key West shops, so they're gonna have more shops as well. And we did have a Broadway employee tell us that they're also gonna have an amphitheater, but I have no idea if that's still gonna happen. And then this is one item that did not open this year, but it does say he plans to come back next year. Charles Bach did not return for the 2020 season, so there's nothing there right now. And then right behind that truck, you've got the KwikEmart. And the KwikEmart is Simpson themed, and it is sort of the gift shop off of the Simpsons 4D experience. But you can go in the gift shop without paying to go to the experience. So if you're a Simpsons fan, that's a tip. And so then you do have the 4D experience. Joe's Crab Shack. And if you're curious about what's open and what's not open, obviously nothing's open right now because it's early, but I'm talking about during normal business hours. Unless I mention that it's closed, most things are open here, but it's always a good idea to check their website if you're interested in something specifically, or call the business just to be sure, because things change all the time, but most things are open. Got the House of Style. And so this section is called the New England shop section. And up here on the left is a very large gift shop called Tiki Gems. Here's Hollywood Heroes and Villains. Got cats and dogs. Cups. Broadway Magic. And there's Tiki Gems again. Better shot of the front of the store. So it looks like So Unique Custom Gifts has closed because they've got sort of brown paper over the doors. And then we got Pick a Pearl. We Are Sweets. Sweet Molly's Creamery. Christmas at the Beach. Clig's Kites. Sweet Carolina's Low Country Grill and Smokehouse. It always smells so good. We haven't eaten there, but it always smells really good. Yamato Steakhouse. Actually, I smell the smokehouse right now. It smells really good. So they're already smoking something. Fudgery. Crocs. Southern Connection. Splash Fresh Bath and Body. Sunglasses Hut. The Tech Shop. And then here's the beginning of It's Sugar, but this is actually a really large store that goes around to the front over here. And they do have the Tipsy Scoop Barler, which is liquor infused ice cream, and that's in It's Sugar. They're actually the same store. And they've got Quiet Storm Surf Shop over here. Now we're getting closer to the Ferris Wheel. You can see it in testing mode right now. Really neat. Such a fun ride. Got the Mole Hole Gift Shop. BuildABear Workshop. Did get a question recently asking if BuildABear is open. According to their website, they are open. Always check though, things could change, but according to their website, they are indeed open. And this is Pavilion Central that I mentioned before. This has several rides. Also, it's the home to Broadway's guest services. And they do, again, always check the website or call ahead, but they do have stroller rentals, and as I understand, wheelchair rentals as well. Take a look at the rides in Pavilion Central. So you'll see these signs that have East, Central, and West. East no longer exists. That's the Demolition that we showed you. So Central and West are still here. And Central probably has the most adult rides. They've got the swings. They've also got a spinner called American Swings. They've got the big slide, rock and roll. And there's a really big one in the very back. The high one is Speed XXL. They also have a Gravitron outdoor style ride in the back, and also the Beast. As we're passing Build-A-Bear, we just noticed they have a bear with a mask, and I don't know if you can see it because of the glare on the window. And then they have the child. Here's Coastal Outfitters. Backstage Pass. Gemini Clothing. Shoes and Jewelry, Savannah Bee Company, Tinderbox. Then over here, what used to be Liberty, they closed last year, nothing to do with the current 2020. They already closed before that. Still don't know what's coming back there yet. Very large place there. Social, which is a coffee shop, and this is, I believe, wasn't this where the old Starbucks was? Brian and I are debating, we're not sure, but in any case, at least now there's a coffee shop, which is something that was badly needed once that Starbucks closed down. Here's Vintage House Collectibles, Hat Fanatic, Broadway T-shirt company. There's a better view of the Vintage House. And also up here we have a Ben & Jerry's, Toy Island, and coming up, Southern Candle Studio, Southern Living. Then over here is the Grumpy Monk. That is a restaurant, but they also have a rather large collection of craft beers. If you enjoy that, that's a good place to go, and we have done a review on that. I'll link that above. Masters Editions Fine Art Gallery. Got a Turvis shop. I'm getting really close to the Ferris Wheel, which is in Pavilion West. It's the next section of rides. There are more family-friendly rides on this side, but also some, I guess what you could call it, at least one thrill ride. They've got the drop tower, we'll show you that. There's the Man Cave store, Accessory Boutique, Kentucky Mist Distillery, Sports Fanatics, and Old Time Portraits. All right, let's take a look at the rides over here in Pavilion West. Look at that Ferris wheel, so nice. So as you can see, they have some family-friendly rides, like the little air balloons there. They've got the seaside swings. They've got a carousel. You can see right back there, they've got a scrambler type ride right over there. They've got the drop tower. Behind this, they actually have some cute little cars that drive around, another child-friendly ride. They also have the teacups. And behind the seaside swing is the Myrtle Turtle, which is a fun kids roller coaster that spins on the track. It's pretty neat. If you're wondering, they do have ticket booths at both locations, and they sell tickets in different kinds of packages. There's different options depending on how many rides you're gonna ride. I will say, in my opinion, it's not cheap, especially if you're just gonna ride one ride. You get better deals if you buy more tickets, which is typical. But some of the rides are very worth it. Like for me, the Ferris wheel is worth it. I know for Brian, the Beast is worth it. So they've got some really good rides. Got this rope course, which is affiliated with WonderWorks, which is this giant upside down building. If you're not familiar with WonderWorks, they have all kinds of interactive activities, family friendly. We've taken our nephews there and I think everyone enjoyed it. It's a neat place. Here's a nice view back across the lake. You see all the way back over to that Hampton Inn. And if you're curious, it says you can't walk a complete circle anymore. It may not be a mile because of that construction that we showed, but used to, when you could do the full loop, it was a little over a mile to walk around Broadway if you do the entire circle. And that's something to keep in mind if you're bringing someone with mobility issues. You may want to take advantage of their wheelchair rental, but definitely call guest services before you come and make sure they have them. Got the swan boat rides over here. And that's in this protected area because over on this side, they also have the speedboat rides. These boats go out, they're very fast, and they spin around in the water. So it's a fun ride. Up here we've got Extreme Pizza. Next up is Landrys. They're primarily seafood restaurant, but they have other things as well. Got the mirror maze, backstage mirror maze, backstage escape games. Here's the front entrance of Extreme Pizza. Got the Pepper Palace, the Sunglasses Hut, beautiful fountain here in front of Ron John Surf Shop. Got the Boardwalk Winery over here. Flamingo Joe's, another beef jerky of Myrtle Beach. Sparkles, Kilwin's Chocolates, Fudge and Ice Cream. Sweet South Popcorn Company, Myrtle Beach Harley Davidson, Mr. Ducks, got Aunt Annie's Pretzels, Just Horsing Around, Ice Cream Candy, which is one of the newer stores this year. Up here on the right, you've got Senior Frogs. That's sort of a bar and restaurant because we're coming back towards that Avenue district. Over here on the left, we got Fat Tuesday. And now we are back around to Charlie's, which is close to where we started. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.